Good afternoon, social media. How we doing today? Another week is in the books and another day of the best day of the week. That day being Friday, baby. Why? Because we got Friday night SmackDown, and on top of that, the 2022. Let's try that again. The 2024-2025 NHL season just started with the New Jersey Devils taking on the Buffalo Sabres overseas. And on top of that, October 8th, mark your calendars. I know you're going to want to. Oh, that's when the NHL regular season really starts. You can already tell who my team is, the Chicago Blackhawks, with the greatest logo in NHL history, and it's not even close, baby. But usually I rock True Victory, a veteran-owned, veteran-operated clothing website that I am a brand ambassador for. Look, let me talk to you. They have some awesome clothing options. They got decals, they got gym bags, they got t-shirts. If you want to rep your school's or team's favorite colors, all you got to do is head over to truevictory.com. Don't worry, there is a link in the description of this video that will guide you to that website. It says True Victory, and once you are done finding what you need to find, all you got to do is use code No Mercy Sports 15. Don't worry, again, much like the code or much like the link, the code for 15% off your entire purchase is in the description of this video. If you want 15% off your entire purchase from truevictory.com, all you got to do is click the link in the description and use code No Mercy Sports 15. Let them know I sent you. All right, enough jibber jabber. And now it's time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is with everybody saying No Mercy Sports. Let's get into it, baby!
Nobody can stop me now.
Let me talk to you. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And man, oh man, does it feel good to be back. Oh my God. Look, we got the MLB playoffs, or I should say, we got the divisional series for the MLB playoffs starting tomorrow. We got college football starting tomorrow. We got UFC 307, Pereira versus, what's this dude's name? But look, we got UFC 307, and on top of that, we got UFC Bad Blood. So it's really safe to say that tomorrow is going to be fucking stacked. But let's talk about tomorrow. Now, like I said, the divisional series for the MLB playoffs start tomorrow. We got Mets versus Phillies. We got Padres versus Dodgers. We got the Detroit Tigers versus the Cleveland Indians. Yes, I ain't woke. I'm a fucking sports fan. All right? And if you got a problem with it, you can take it up in the fucking comments. Anyways, on top of that, we got the Royals versus Yankees. Now, it's safe to say that playoff baseball is here. But there were a lot of sweeps that were going on. The Tigers, surprisingly, but I shouldn't say surprisingly, the Tigers swept the Astros with their former manager, AJ Hinch, who put the Tigers on a generational run in the second half of the baseball season that needs to be studied. The Tigers swept the Astros in the wild card series, and the Tigers went into Houston and fucking swept them. Now they move on to the ALDS to take on the Cleveland Indians. No surprise. Look, Baltimore, y'all have a lot of talent that is going to carry you for a lot of years, much like the Chicago Cubs had when they had Javier Baez, Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Alberto is that right? Yeah, Alberto Almora Jr. I mean, look, y'all got some serious talent, but Kansas City just wanted it more, and now Kansas City finds themselves going into New York to take on the New York or I should say, Kansas City finds themselves going into the Bronx to take on the New York Yankees. Look, there are 3 teams right now that I trust to make it to the ALCS and hell, even possibly the World Series. Those 3 teams are the Detroit Tigers because, let's face it, they are making a run similar to what the Texas Rangers were making last year. The Kansas City Royals, look, they are loaded with some seriously young talent, and it's not even close. Bobby Witt Jr., I love you, but the number 1 team I got moving on to the ALCS and the World Series are the New York Yankees. And look, it boils down to, can everybody else around Judge and Soto actually produce something? Let's get some runs. Let's get some fucking wins. This is a goddamn playoffs, guys. But the reason I have faith in the Kansas City Royals is because most of the Yankees' losses came when everybody else around Judge and Soto wasn't able to fucking produce, and it wasn't even fucking close. Hey, they just look, the divisional series are going to be close, and that's all there is to it. Hang on, one of my co-hosts. All right, so one of my co-hosts are backstage right now, and I know he's got something to say about the playoffs that ensued, but he's big, he's spicy, he's got some big and spicy takes. Please help me welcome to the stage, Mr. Spicy Big Man.
What's up? It's that time of the year, baby. It's that time of the year.
Hockey team!
Let's go.
Just make sure you realize who beat you in the 2010 Stanley Cup playoffs.
Hey, look. It's all good. It's all good. Things happen. But guess what? It's a new year. It's a new year.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Look, there's 3 things we love doing on this show: talking shit, talking sports, and talking shit about sports. But what are your predictions for the World Series going into the divisional series?
Yankees versus the Dodgers is what I'm really hoping for. But
I wouldn't put money on that. I can trust LA as far as I can throw them.
I understand that, but again, this is my opinion, and for me, that's right. What I want to see. But as I am an Orioles fan, everybody knows this, but I would like to see the Yankees win one.
I like to see them win one too, especially with Judge.
Because there's the whole thing. Even though we didn't win, we made it to the playoffs. We still haven't won in the fucking playoffs with these guys, which is, I mean, they're still all really young, okay? And you got to give them time. And I'm trying to be optimistic about next year because all our bullpen, if we bring in one, maybe two more guys, oh man, we're solid. We're solid with everybody coming back. They stay healthy. I mean, come on, man. And so I'm like, we're just one or two pieces away from being that team.
Easily, y'all
fucking team.
Gotta get over that hump. Y'all are right there. You're right there. It's like, look, I'm a Yankees fan, but I wasn't even surprised that it was between the Yankees and Orioles for first place in the AL East. And look, y'all are right there. You have the talent. You have Gunnar Henderson.
That's why I say I want New York to win. Because if it can't be us, it can be the next best thing. Somebody from our division, which makes our division what? Our division is what? Number fucking 1.
Absolutely. But look, all I got to say is the Orioles have the talent. They have it on offense. They have it on defense. They got Gunnar Henderson. They got Adley Rushman. They got Colton Cowser. Who was the guy? Jackson Holiday. They have the fucking talent to carry that organization to multiple fucking World Series championships, and it's not even close.
And you got Bautista in the bullpen. You got John Means in the bullpen.
Oh my God, Felix Bautista, of course.
We have Eflin in the bullpen. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. We go get one more starter and either a reliever or a closer to help Bautista. Bro, by this time next year, I expect to see fireworks from the Orioles.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised either.
But that's next year. That's next year. This year.
Oh, yeah. Look.
Is the Yankees fucking year.
I was going to say, I got 3 fucking teams coming out of the AL to possibly make the World Series. The fucking Tigers, who are running on the power of friendship, and their second season run needs to be fucking heavily studied.
Listen. If Kansas City plays the way they played against us, against New York's going to put up 10 to 15 fucking runs on them. And as far as I'm concerned, Yankees bullpen is better than the Orioles is right now.
It is.
Now the Orioles, they played 2 amazing fucking defensive games. The pitchers did amazing. And you have
to realize that we had a pitcher's duel for game 1 of the wild card. Oh my God.
Both games. Come on, bro.
I'm not denying that.
And that's why I'm saying, like, Kansas City, they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good, but they're kind of sitting in our basket where it's like, let's see if they can add another piece or two, and damn, they're going to look good next year.
Oh, easily. But look, my thing is, like I said, if Judge and Soto are hot and everybody else around them can fucking produce some runs, the Yankees are moving on to the ALCS and possibly the World Series. But some of their losses have come from everybody that couldn't produce around Soto and Judge. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? We're the New York goddamn Yankees!
Listen, I picked this bad boy up for a reason. And you see, that's a PSA. That's a PSA 10. So that is Mickey Mantle and Soto.
Oh, my God.
Jim Mint 10. I picked that up and I was like, this is the year. This is the year, man. It's a 2024 card. Came out this year with Mickey Mantle. I felt it. I felt when I seen it, I was like, woo! The Yankees gonna do it.
Man, look,
gonna do it.
Look, like I said in the prelude, Saturday is about to be fucking stacked as hell. We got college football. We got the divisional series of baseball starting. We got UFC 307. And on top of that, we got WWE Bad Blood. Tomorrow is stacked beyond belief.
So at least my morning tomorrow is going to be super busy because I'm just going to be on YouTube. I'm just going to be on YouTube. I'll probably be at the golf course while I'm doing it too.
Oh, hell yeah. Enjoy the golf course, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Nah. Like you said, hey, tomorrow it's your oldest son's birthday. He turns 17. Hey, young
Oh
buck, go out there and fucking get some, baby.
shoot, I think his game is almost over now.
Oh shit. Damn. I mean, look, the fact that he's got 3 full ride scholarships. Unreal. Unfucking
I
real.
mean, it's not like they're from fucking Alabama, Georgia, and shit. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
hey, look, a
like
scholarship is a scholarship, you
yes,
know?
yes. We are happy to get some BuzzFeed on him, and I'm very happy and proud about that. But
Absolutely.
when Clemson calls, that's
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's the
Hey,
school.
what if Maryland called though?
I nowhere near, nowhere near. I don't even think Maryland's in the top 10 for him.
All right, fair
Like
enough.
his number one school, he's wanted to go to since he was like probably 10 years old was Clemson.
Oh shit. Well, let's make sure that Andrew doesn't hear that. But no, for real, young buck, go out there, go get some, go do your fucking thing. And speaking of football, we got some menaces in the NFC right now, specifically in the NFC North. The Vikings get the win in a near blown lead game against the Packers. And Sam Darnold is playing like we thought he would when he was drafted to the Jets coming out of UFC. Now,
I
as
don't
a
know about
Viking,
all that. I don't know about all that. I don't think any of us expected him to be amazing when he got drafted.
I mean, look, the Vikings are undefeated right now.
No. I'm saying when he got drafted. I don't think any of us expected him to come out and be amazing.
Okay, that's fair.
I thought
Yeah,
he
well,
would be a good
so-called
quarterback.
experts at ESPN and FS1. Oh my God, this dude is going to be the savior, the next savior for the Jets because Geno Smith didn't work out.
No, I mean, like I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw Matt Darnold and I watched the combine and I watched his throw drills and all that, like I mean, I saw him as possibly being a Matt Ryan type of player.
Okay.
Now, what I seen with the Jets, definitely, I thought he was boom. It was bust. It was Dunzo. And
Oh
then
yeah,
when I
no,
seen him
he
in Carolina,
set
it
up
was like
failure. He
not.
was
But
him
again,
and Geno Smith were easily set up for failure.
yes. Oh, 100%. 100%. Between, I mean, you got to understand, it was a coaching carousel for years. Okay, and that's what it was. It was like everybody passed the buck with that team.
Yeah.
It's this person's fault, it's that person's fault. It's always finger pointing. I will say this. Under what's his name, Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
It has been the most consistent it has been. Now the whole thing is now you got him. Now you got Aaron Rodgers. You know what you're doing for the next 2 years. You got it planned out for the next 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, but the Jets are currently 2-2 and lost to a Denver Broncos team with a rookie quarterback that they shouldn't have lost to.
Yeah, of course. It was a trap game. It was a trap game.
Look, I understand weather is weather, but come on, Rodgers, you played in Green Bay nearly your entire career. There is no way in hell you should have lost that game.
No, he shouldn't have. No, he definitely shouldn't have. But understand this. This game was a huge learning curve for this team. And understand this is billboard material. This is billboard material. They let this game go. They lost this game. So now they're putting it up on the billboard. Okay, now you're putting it up on the billboard. Now you're looking at this every fucking Saturday, going to sleep. You're waking up Sunday morning before the game, and you're looking at this. And yeah, we lost to the worst team in the NFL, or second worst team.
One of the worst teams.
But
like their literal backup quarterback is Zach Wilson, who played for the fucking Jets. And I guarantee you, he was giving Bo Nix some fucking advice on the sidelines when defense was out there.
I mean, regardless, you know what I mean? Like, you still have to go out and make plays.
Oh, for sure.
No matter what, you still got to go out there and make plays. And I will say this, like Sam Darnold, has stepped up with, and again, understand this is the best team he has ever played with. This is the most talent that he has ever played with. So understand this. It's like they say.
Even the Jets didn't have the talent that the Vikings have.
But like I said, like you have quarterbacks like Trent Dilfer, who won a Super Bowl with us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be great. You just have to be good enough to do your job. That's it. Sam Darnold doesn't have to make a shit ton of flashy plays. He gets look at most of the time. You got Addison, you got Jefferson, the one that starts with an M. Like these guys are good at getting space.
I mean, you even got TJ Hawkinson.
But that's my exact point is he's got plenty of good talent around him that'll get open. He's got the best offensive line he's ever played behind.
And not to mention the defense on the Vikings.
Now I will say that to it. Sam Darnold is helping the defense by making good decisions out there and keeping them off the field.
Yeah. Easily. Like Justin Jefferson is easily the number one go-to wide receiver that Sam Darnold is going to look at, but he also realizes that, hey, I got other weapons. This isn't what the Jets set me up for.
Exactly. And that is my whole thing is, okay, and I'll just say this. Like, you put Justin Jefferson on any team, and I do mean any team in the NFL, with any starting quarterback, okay, he's going to get 4 catches, and he's going to get around 40 to 60 yards.
Oh, so he's going to have those Randy Moss, what was it, like Thanksgiving type numbers?
No, that's his every game numbers, brother. That's his every game numbers.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
This is what he's going to do. But between making contested catches and getting yak yards, bro, Justin Jefferson, hands down, in my opinion, is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
I don't know. I got a dark horse. We're gonna get to that team in a bit, but for right now, as the Vikings prepare their matchup for their game against the Jets, regardless of the outcome for this game, can Sam Darnold lead the Vikings to a playoff run and possible Super Bowl run?
I don't know about Super Bowl, but they're definitely going to make it to the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
100% going to make it to the playoffs because guess what? They're going to beat the Jets. They're going to beat the Jets.
You know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if they did.
I got $1 on it. You know what I'm saying? I got $1 on it. What's up?
Hey, look, I wouldn't even be surprised because we are literally seeing the potential of Sam Darnold right now. It's not the quarterback that you draft. Sometimes it's the organization that drafts the quarterback. Look what happened to Bryce Young, for crying out loud.
I mean, but that was doomed to fail in the beginning. That was doomed to fail. Like you have to understand that that's the same thing Arizona's going through right now. They drafted Kyler Murray for Cliff Kingsbury, right? Cliff Kingsbury left. Now they're stuck with Murray. Now, don't get me wrong, Murray's got good talent. He can play his ass off. You know what I mean?
And he's also got Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yes, but here's the thing: is they don't have a complete team. They have can you name anybody on their defense?
No, I was gonna say the only dude outside of Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. I can really name is their tight end Trey McBride, who is a literal fusion version of George Kittle and oh my god, what's his name? What was his name? He was a tight end for Dallas for so long. Oh my god, what's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
Jason Witten.
Yeah, Mister. I'm gonna get on a football show and talk politics. Dumb as shit. Got fired quick as a motherfucker. That's why back to football. Because it was like, oh yeah. He gonna leave announcing again because they told him like, bro, you say some dumb shit like that again, you fired. Like, bro,
I ain't even surprised.
to everybody. Like you are not. You cannot talk about your personal opinion. You know what I mean?
No, like, dude, you were a literal cheerleading tight end for the Dallas Cowboys, for crying out loud. You made one block to make the Cowboys score, and you celebrated. You're a goddamn cheerleader. Now, Trey McBride, he can make plays, but he can also block. He can make plays like George Kittle, and he can block like Jason Witten. He is just out there living his best life right now.
So I'll say this. He looks like a young Mark Andrews.
That's fair.
So I'll say this. Mark Andrews might not have much production this year as far as catching and everything, but look at the run game. He blocks like a motherfucker. So that's the one thing I say, because we take Likely out and we're going to run the ball. We bring Mark Andrews in, and Mark Andrews is usually going head up with one of the pass rushers on the edge.
Oh yeah, ain't even close.
I mean, at least he's still helping us win games.
Yeah.
Now,
y'all even got Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, no. Isaiah Likely has had 2 decent production games, but again, from what we're compared to, you have to understand, we had almost 4 straight years where Mark Andrews got at least 800 rushing yards. He had 2 years where he had over 1,000 rushing yards. So understand that where Mark Andrews is right now is like in the shadows compared to what he was, the last 2-3 years, bro. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Right now he should be playing the role that Salvador Perez, the catcher for the Kansas City Royals, is playing. Like, hey, I recognize your talent. I'm going to take you under my wing and let you know what I know and what you need to do to be a great tight end the same way I was. Because, look, if the man recognizes talent, just take him under your wing and teach him what you know.
Well, now the only bad thing is that, we paid Mark Andrews.
That's true.
So we paid Mark Andrews good money. I'm not going to say we didn't make him the highest paid tight end. We did not. But he's definitely well paid. So,
oh, yeah. And you got arguably the best running back still in the league in the backfield.
I mean, yeah. I mean, bro, he's a beast.
Oh, yeah. And people thinking that he is washed because Tennessee spent the best years of his life being mediocre. It's probably the same people that are thinking, hey, you know what? Vanderbilt is going to go 6-6 and get fucking annihilated by Alabama.
All I'm saying is, remember when I said he was going to get 1,000 yards?
Oh my! He had 200. He had nearly 200 yards against the fucking Bills.
All I'm saying is he's almost halfway there.
Not even close. Oh yeah, no.
And to think that we have over 10 games to go.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, he was severely underpaid, and it was like, yo. How often are you going to get a chance where you get a 6'5", 265-pound running back that knows speed?
Yeah.
Ashton Genty is out here of Boise State, 5'9", 215 pounds, and running like Marshawn fucking Lynch.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, bro, I mean, it's something that we've been waiting for. It's something that we knew we needed. And the whole thing is now that our team is gelling and it's like, okay, our run game is going. We're going to continue to pound the rock. We're going to continue to work on it. I knew it was going to be it was going to be bad. I didn't know how it was going to be that bad where we lost the first 2 fucking games of the season. What the fuck?
Look, the first loss against the Chiefs, that was severely devastating. It's not even close.
No, believe it or not, it wasn't. It wasn't because it was such a close game. I was happy about that. At least, we lost to Kansas City. We knew. I knew. I even said it on the show. We're going to lose to Kansas City. There was no way that we were going to beat.
I mean, there was a part of me that was like, you know what? They could upset Kansas City the same way that Detroit did.
No, but
they were a literal toenail away from getting the upset.
Yeah, I mean, but losing to the Raiders was eye-opening. Was eye-opening.
Yeah.
Because it was now back-to-back weeks that we're starting the season 0-2. Like, to understand that if you really gonna think that you're gonna make a playoff push, understand that you're gonna have to win 9 out of the next 10 games. 9 out of the next 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? And if you only win 8, then it's a maybe. Maybe you're on the cusp of it by the end of the year.
Easily. But
the whole thing is week 16, week 17, week 18 are the biggest weeks of the year. And if you're not
because it's basically like college football rivalry week.
Oh, that's my wife. I was like, I know I heard squeaking. I was like, somebody hit the door?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think she wants to hand me something.
Wouldn't be surprising. But much like Sam Darnold, another QB in the NFC South has basically revived his career since the season began. Like, I really didn't think it was possible because he played for the Carolina Panthers. Tampa Baker Mayfield. Let's be real. Cleveland did this dude dirty.
I would listen. I think we both agree on this, and we talked about it before. You banged on the table, and you were like, "I feel like this is great for Baker Mayfield. He's going to be great with Tampa, and I think they're going to wind up winning the division." And so far, they are on a great track. Like,
oh my God, the NFC South is a division to watch right now.
Yeah, last night's game was amazing for both.
Couldn't script anything better.
Now, I mean, yes, there was a couple of things that both teams messed up. Like, I didn't blame Bucky Irving for that loss. Mm-hmm. And anybody who does, you don't know football.
Easily.
Like one play does not. Okay, you have to have at least 3 or 4 incidences throughout a game that, like, if somebody fucks up, if he would have fumbled twice, you know what I mean, got tackled for a loss for making a bad cut, then okay, that's 3. That's 3 right there. You know what I mean? You hurt us on this game. Yeah. But the whole thing is, like, he had one fuck up, and I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. Somebody punching at the ball, you got some guy grabbing your arm back, and then somebody punching your arm immediately after while you're trying to reset the ball. I don't care. I've had the ball knocked out of my hands.
Oh, yeah. And this is why you do this kind of carry with the football sometimes.
That's how I fumbled.
What?
Fumbled. Literally, I'm carrying it like this. I got that mother. I got it smothered. And he punched right there at my hand and got that nose, and it popped.
Oh, you dirty sons of bitches.
And when I'm telling you, he punched my hand was throbbing. Ooh. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It can happen. Okay, yeah. Now the likelihood of him punching it exactly in the right spot to pop it out is very, very low. So this guy works at it. He practices at it. Bates is very, very good at it. He almost got 2 of them yesterday. He got one of them. They got to keep one of them. The other one got overturned because of a foul. But regardless, like, dude, it's something that it's like this. Like I said, you gotta make multiple mistakes to a game as an individual player to be like.
Oh, there was multiple mistakes towards the end of the game going into overtime.
And look, I'm not gonna lie. A couple of them calls was some bullshit.
Oh, for sure.
Now, and guess what? Guess what I'm noticing? The refs aren't doing. I seen 3 different plays last night where the left tackle head was lined up behind the center's belt line.
No shit.
No call.
What?
No call. And
I mean, even the Falcons got a obvious missed call on face mask. The Buccaneers Yeah.
That's and you know what what was that, the play before the strip play?
It might have been, yeah.
But that's my exact point when it comes down to this stuff, and it's just like, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just at this point, you put one ref, on the field, in the backfield, you put one on the sideline, you let the cameras do the rest.
Oh, for sure.
Tell me,
but
being from in a video booth, like I've worked football games before when I used to gig and I used to stagehand, and I've been in the video trailers, bro. As they can pause it and they can rewind it twice as fast, hit play twice as fast, hit play twice as fast, and zoom in and out, change the camera angles, and you've got 10 people in one truck looking at all different angles
easily.
It would take 30 seconds to get the play call.
I mean, look, here's my thing.
The foul call, my bad.
Here's my thing, though. Somehow, Kirk Cousins in Atlanta is actually fucking working. On Matt Ryan night, Kirk Cousins threw for over 500 yards, a franchise record for the Falcons. The Buccaneers are battling with the Falcons for first place in the NFC South, a division that a lot of people are going to have their eyes on. And even with Andy Dalton under center, there's some light for the Carolina Panthers. There's no doubt about that. But
rocket
easily. But with Sam Darnold quoting NBA, making a lyrical quote from NBA Youngboy, and Baker Mayfield, no shit when I say this, watching Mike Tyson highlights to get locked in for the game last night, I think it's pretty safe to say those two are a lock-in for the MVP race.
As long as you talk trash like Mike Tyson, it's all good.
Oh my God. But
Mike Tyson used to have the worst face quotes. It was like, hey bro. Now I'm like, hey, was you partying with Diddy? Was you partying with Diddy?
Actually, no, I don't think he was.
They show that clip where he's sitting next to him and he's grabbing his hands, pulling him off of him. But now I'm like,
No, even Tyson was like, hey, hell no. You get away from me, I'll knock your ass out. But much like with Sam Darnold and the Vikings, much like last year, can Tampa Baker Mayfield lead the Bucs to the playoffs and a possible Super Bowl run with the way that he's playing right now? Because it really wouldn't surprise me if he could.
I mean, Baker is good and all, but I mean, I'm not calling Super Bowl with that team. They just lost to the Falcons.
They did. They did lose to the Falcons.
Yeah, it was a good game. But my whole thing is, you think they could beat the 49ers? You think they could beat the Bills?
I mean, they beat the Bucs beat the fucking Lions, an NFC favorite.
Okay. That's a trap game. That's a trap game because a lot of people who don't know football said what? The Lions were going to win that game. Most people took the Lions. Everybody so the Lions are on the Lions. Yeah, man, we the fucking Lions. We going to run through the Buccaneers. Halftime, they was like, shit. End of the game, they was like, God damn.
Hell, go back and look at the first half of the Bucs versus Eagles. They were out-yarding them 255 yards to 0.
And that's my exact point. Like, bro, any given Sunday, okay? You look at a team as a whole. You look at how they've played. You look at the stats. But in general, like I said, you can only guess because that's all it is. You can only guess how a team's going to play because 1 minute into the game, the star player can get injured.
Yeah.
The quarterback can get injured. The left tackle can get injured. Somebody goes down, and somebody can step up and make a play and save the day. And then a lot of times that don't happen. Now does
it? No, you absolutely right about that. So, I can't even argue that
favorite shit. Can all of a sudden get blown the fuck out or get beat nonetheless. Be a minus 2,500 motherfucking team. And then turn around at the end of the game because their left tackle went down and they had a good edge rusher. And that motherfucker dogged everybody else you put in front of him. And tore your quarterback up and got motherfucking 5 sacks on the day. The other guy got 2 sacks. The defensive tackle got a sack. And your guy got a total of motherfucking 100 yards. Because every time that motherfucker dropped back and didn't throw that ball immediately, he was on his back. And that's what you got to look at. That's why it's like if you're analyzing defensive tape, I'm looking at your first 3 steps. I don't give a fuck about the entire play. I mean, I understand it's good that you run down the field and make a play. It's good that you get a tackle for a loss. It's all good. But your first 3 steps is what I need to see.
Oh, for sure.
If your first 3 steps, you aren't at past where that offensive lineman started, you're trash.
Oh, easily. I mean, look, we are currently living in the world of the NFL where we got Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield as potential MVP of the football of the NFL. Jesus Christ. On top of that, somehow Kirk Cousins in Atlanta is fucking working. Their Commanders. The Redskins are atop the NFC East. What the fuck is going on?
You said, hold on, who's on top of the NFC East?
The Redskins.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so
they got the talent, and they damn sure picked the right quarterback.
The Heisman winning quarterback. I'm sorry. Listen, I felt the same way when I seen him play, like when I seen Lamar play. Okay. Now, I didn't say this because I didn't know much about him. I didn't know if when he was coming to the NFL, because the last few times I've seen quarterbacks I liked them, they didn't even make it to the NFL. And that's why I'm like, okay, well, LSU, it's a good school. I know it's a good big school.
Oh yeah.
But you never know. You never know. And so I'm like, okay, no problem. I sit here, I watched his highlights. I turned around last year. I called him a couple times. I was like, okay. Y'all got me more into it. I'm like, all right. You know, that dude's a gamer. That dude's a gamer. Yeah. So now I'm watching him in the league, and it's literally like, yeah, this motherfucker's legit. It's the same thing. Like they was like, oh, Lamar Jackson's gonna have to learn the speed of the game. Nah, the speed of the game gonna have to learn him.
Yeah, because the SEC is the closest thing to the NFL level that you are going to get to.
Dude, he is not letting the game come to him. He is going to the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is the game, and you are going to play it.
He's got Scary Terry. He's got McNichols. He's got Austin Eckler. He's got 50 Cent Jr., a.k.a. Brian Robinson, who got shot in the fucking knee.
Don't forget Grandfather Time.
Easily.
Ertz. Grandfather Time?
Is
Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz.
I was going to say, is Logan Thomas still there?
No, I was talking about Zach Ertz.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, God. All right. Well, we still got a bunch of football talk that we need to get to, but for right now, we are going to take our first commercial break. And if you want to catch us more on this kind of talk show, all you got to do is tune into the most villainous college sports talk show you will find on social media. That is College Sports Villains, baby. And here is our first commercial break.
I'm a bad guy, the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College Sports Villains, taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I'm rocking my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy
Ah, yes. So, catch us on College Sports Villains every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And at the end of the day, you will know why we are villains in college sports in our own right. Now, we are going to stick to the NFL right now. Because why? Because there are a lot of head coaches that are on the fucking hot seat, and it's not even close. We got Doug Peterson of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns. We got Zach Taylor of the freaking Cincinnati Bengals, who we thought were going to be in competition with the Chiefs. And on top of that,
we did not. I said it in the beginning of the year.
Say it again, over and over.
oh boy. But on top of that, we got Mike McCarthy, who is also in the hot seat. Now, yes, the Dallas Cowboys are 2-2, but they beat a Giants team by 5 points, who they should have fucking dominated.
She hooked up her AirPods. That's why it clicked off. It hooked right to the computer.
Oh, man. But, all right, look. Which coach is likely to be looking for a new gig either after this week or this season?
Well, Stefanski's more than likely, if he's not on the hot seat, this offseason will be the hot seat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
If this season doesn't determine it, it's going to be next season. So I'll say this. If he wins 8 or 9 games, if he can somehow get that out, he might not lose his job this year, but he's definitely on the hot seat. But, I mean, I'm going to say this, and I know this is spicy. I like to go spicy. But
obviously.
I think the Buffalo Bills coach should be on the hot seat. That's who I think should be on the hot seat. How do you have one of the top 3 best quarterbacks in the goddamn league, and you're not setting him up for success?
Mm-hmm.
Set that man up for success. You have pieces around him.
Yes.
Okay? Again, this is the whole thing. This is you are the head coach. You're the head coach. Okay? It is your job to coach your team. If you can't coach your guys how to do something, then what do? You have to figure out a way to work with what they can do.
No, easily. I mean, look,
as a coach, it's on you on both ways. You have to come up with plays. You have to be able to help your players, consistently be able to, compete at a high level, doing what you're asking them to. And if they can't, you have to adjust your scheme, and you have to figure out how to make it work. And when you can't, then clearly this is what happens. Like, bro, he's been on the doorsteps multiple times, and it's just like, how have you not got there? How has Josh Allen not made it to a Super Bowl? It is, for me, it's coaching. It's coaching.
13 seconds. Let's be honest about that. I mean, that was, what was it? 2021. I believe, divisional or AFC championship between the Bills and the Chiefs. That was easily the Bills' best chance to go to the Super Bowl and potentially win it. But right now, the Bills, yes, they have Josh Allen in his prime right now. And yes, he also has some good weapons at the wide receiver core that he can use. But at the same time, it's like, yes, the coaching staff, much like Houston did with Deshaun Watson, they are wasting the prime of Josh Allen. Get him some fucking weapons and make him.
It's not the weapons. It's the coaching.
Okay.
It is 100% the coaching at this point. Like, bro, you're not going to tell me, Shakir, you got Cook, you got fucking Josh Allen, you've got a good offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got
that the Bills to the Ravens speaks volumes.
But I mean, again, you have Curtis Samuels. You had there's other guys, and then the tight end. You got 2 tight ends. You got Dawson and Knox. Like, there is guys there. That's the whole thing. Like, it comes down to coaching at this point. Like, yes, you lost Diggs, but again, you brought in other guys, and so you change up your scheme. Okay, we don't have Diggs. We don't have a big guy that we can just upchuck it to, and he can go win a one-on-one ball. No problem. But you got a bunch of fast guys that can get open. They can get open against zone defenses. They can burn man defenses. Use them. And then guess what? If it doesn't work, then you do a backup dump off play. Or you design Josh Allen to be able to run down the fucking field. Like, there's things you can scheme up, and it's just like watching this.
Yeah, and he is a dual threat quarterback too. He knows how to use his fucking legs like Lamar does.
I mean, again, when it comes down to it, like, you have to be able to make the best of what you have. Mm-hmm. You have a lot as the Buffalo Bills. Like, I am this confident. I think me and a bunch of professionals could get that team to the Super Bowl.
Oh, easily.
I mean, literally, it doesn't. You see what you have, and you work with it. How can I set up these guys to succeed? What are my weapons best at doing? What is the easiest way I can get him the ball? Whether you're doing backside reverses, whether you're doing switch reverses, or whether you're out of the pistol and you got 4 guys in a fucking backfield bunched together, like, work with what you have.
Yeah. Because, I mean, hell, like you said, like, you drop me in the Bears front office. Oh my God. I'm making sure I invest in that fucking O-line so Caleb Williams is easily set up for fucking success. Instead, the dude is literally running for his life the same way that he did at USC.
I ain't touching that.
I will. I don't.
Listen. The Bears.
I'm not even going to argue that.
That's what I said.
I'm not going to argue that. I promise you, I'm not going to argue that.
Me and some professionals, like I said, could get them to a Super Bowl. I feel like 100% with my mindset on. Listen, this is what this guy does. This is what this guy does. You get a bunch of guys in a room. Let's make an offense that is going to be able to work. We go through every offense we can think of, and we pick and choose plays, and we pick and choose formations, going all the way back to 1912, all the way to 2024. Okay, nothing from the
year. Let's work to the strengths and move away from the fucking weaknesses.
But again, I feel like that you should expand by decompressing. Like, and that's what it is. You stop trying to force guys to run your offense, and you tailor your offense around them. Yeah, and I think that's when coaching becomes complete, because if you're using the same playbook more than 1 year and you have a bunch of the same plays that you did the year before, I mean, like, yes, don't get me wrong, like, a handful of plays, like, yeah, they work very well. Our team does them very well. Okay, boom. Now, and again, you're also drafting guys to help play your system.
Absolutely.
But again, it's in that do with what you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, look, I completely agree. I mean, there are definitely a lot of head coaches that are in the NFL that are on the hot seat right now, but I completely agree that the head coach for the Buffalo Bills is seriously in the hot seat. Why? Because we have Josh Allen in his prime right now. He is, oh my God, it's not even close of what this guy is doing. He might be a next Jim Kelly for the Buffalo Bills.
Don't say that. Oh, don't say that. Knock on wood. Like, I know I'm in the AFC, and I know seeing him win a Super Bowl would mean that Lamar didn't win that Super Bowl. But again, like, I would love to see him win one for Buffalo.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
look, I am sorry that as long as Patrick Mahomes remains under center and the Chiefs are paying the fucking refs right now, they're atop the AFC. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, look at the games that the Chiefs have been playing. They should not be undefeated right now. There is no question about it.
Listen, that's it's all back and forth. And for me, it's just like this. Like, look, man, you got to play a damn good, clean game to win.
Oh, for sure.
So
For sure.
that's why it's just like, okay, no problem. And I love it. I love that we lost to him week 1. That's bulletin board material. We putting that on the bulletin board.
Oh,
So
God.
when
That
we
game
make it to
was
the
so
playoffs,
fucking close.
when we make it to the playoffs, we gonna run the ball for 200 and some motherfucking yards on them. And
Y'all best run the goddamn ball. You got arguably the best running back in the league right now.
then tell me why we didn't. Then tell me why we didn't.
Because
No. Can I tell you?
I was gonna
The
say
offensive
because
line.
their
offensive
fucking
line.
offensive and defensive coordinator, and hell, even their head coach decided to be Ron Rivera and decide, hey, you know what? This is working for us, but let's take a step in this direction. No.
So you took a guy, right? Falalehe, and he was a right tackle. He is fucking 6'8", 360 pounds.
Oh,
now
dear
you're
Lord.
saying, hold on. You're gonna kick in, and now you're gonna be a swing guard.
Oh,
What? Bro, it took a lot to adjust to the speed of the NFL. Now he's got to pull and make blocks. He missed a lot of blocks because he was slow and he wasn't sure. Now you've seen over the last 4 weeks, this offensive line has gotten more cohesive. It's gotten better.
Yep.
Right? We got the rookie right tackle switching in and taking over. All right. So I mean, now that we have everything, getting in rhythm, now we got that 6'8", 365-pound motherfucking behemoth moving at 15 miles an hour and knocking the shit out of a right end. And to watch him plow over 2 and 3 people and knock a fucking linebacker back 10 yards was beautiful. Okay.
Oh,
and seeing the line split and move and watching gaps come in and watching Derrick Henry smash motherfuckers in the mouth like time after time. Like, bro, I enjoyed it. Whether he got 1 yard or he got fucking 10 yards. I mean, that first run, I didn't get to see it live. But I watched it a bunch of times. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
For sure. All right. So we're going to take a break from the NFL as we got the NFL that's coming up this Sunday. This Saturday is going to be fucking stacked, in my opinion. We got college football, or you know what? Let me start over. We got the divisional series of baseball starting. We got UFC 307. We got WWE Bad Blood. And then throughout the entire fucking day, we got college football, which leads me into this next segment. Roll Tide! Roll! Oh my God. The first half looked like Georgia should have hit the mercy button and called it quits. However, they would make a good comeback and make it a close game. In the end, Alabama would be the team walking away with the victory. Despite Georgia having back-to-back national championship wins, did Alabama show why they are the true top kings of the SEC?
Roll Tide!
That's what I'm saying. But speaking of the SEC, we got somebody making a comment. Am I convinced that the Kentucky football team will be a great defensive team for the rest of the season? Look. They got the win over Ole Miss. Good for them. They even kept Georgia to 13 points. Good for them. They still got a hell of a schedule coming up. But is Alabama still the top team in the SEC, despite the fact that they don't have Nick Saban? They have a potential Heisman candidate being Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, I mean, look, Alabama ain't going nowhere.
Easily. Easily. Now, I'm fully convinced that the Heisman Trophy should easily be handed over to Boise State running back Ashton Genty because of what he is doing on this season alone. This man is literally Marshawn Lynch if he went to Boise State.
Yes, he's looking very impressive, but not so fast. Okay, there are quarterbacks, there are running backs, there are wide receivers. There are a handful of guys at each one of these positions that are looking great. There's also the one, the only Mr. Hunter. That's Mr. Hunter.
Okay. Well, look, I know.
It says if listen, the amount of snaps he is playing, it's essentially the entire fucking game he's on the goddamn field. Okay, if anybody wins this Heisman other than him, it's rigged.
It's rigged? What are you talking about? Kent Ward is down in Miami right now playing in regular motion while it looks like everybody else is playing in slow-mo. And on top of that, Ashton Genty is 5'9", 215 pounds, and he doesn't look 215 pounds, but basically bulldozing everybody. Did Marshawn Lynch go to Boise State and give the fucking dude some goddamn Skittles?
Listen, if he could chuck it 80 yards, I bet you he'd be. Look, they hiked that motherfucker. He chucked that bitch. The offensive line would open the hole. He just burst down the goddamn field. He catch his own motherfucking pass.
I mean, look, I'm not saying that. Look, I'm not saying that Travis Hunter doesn't deserve the Heisman Trophy. I mean, the way that he's playing right now is phenomenal. It's not even close.
He's almost a shutdown corner.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he's an offensive fucking bucket, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's a touchdown. He's a touchdown. Just give him the game ball because, bro, he deserves it. Like, I mean, as good as Shakur looks at some days, okay, Mr. Hunter is just, I mean, he's a different level. He's a different level. Like,
oh my God, he really is.
When he gets to the NFL, okay, I'm just gonna say this, like, if he continues to play at the level he is and gets better, listen, I mean, as long as he plays 10 years, I can almost guarantee eventually he gonna get that gold.
Oh, easily. I was even gonna say, like, if he can. Like you said, if he can keep up this kind of playing level, and if he goes into the NFL being a two-way player the same way that he is right now at Colorado, NFL better be on fucking notice.
Let's look to the future for a second.
Okay.
Arch Manning.
No, Arch Manning has the ultimate cheat code with Peyton and Eli. It's not even close.
But hear me out. Arch Manning completes 97-yard pass to Mr. Hunter. Woo! Woo! Now, I will say this.
On what team?
Listen to me. I mean, it doesn't matter. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're gonna watch. We're gonna tune in because I'm telling you, there's gonna be a team. There's gonna be a team that's already trying to set this up where they're gonna try to get the number 1 pick, and I'm gonna try to get like the number 3 or number 4 pick, to where hopefully that like in these 2-year span, I can get Arch and then I can get Hunter, and then that's it. I got 10 years. I got the one of the best quarterback wide receiver duos.
God,
this is future talk. Now, this could be a dream. Or this could be the future.
It really could. I mean, look, whatever team winds up with getting like, oh, hey, you know what? We want Travis Hunter, but guess what? We also want Arch Manning, because that would be a deadlier fucking duo in the NFL compared to Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr.
100%. Like,
oh my!
I'm just telling you from what I've seen, okay, of him so far, just this year, I'm like, okay, you put him behind a quarterback. Okay, like you have a team that ain't gonna have to start him right away. I could see them getting him in the top 10.
Oh yeah,
like, I'm talking about this year coming up. Like, I mean, I don't see him throwing fucking 10 picks this year.
Oh, easily. No,
So,
Arch Manning and Travis Hunter would feed fucking families the same way that if we had an ALCS matchup between the Royals and the fucking Tigers, that would feed fucking families. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. Look, man, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Oh yeah. Look.
Listen, history of sports, anything that I get to live through, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh,
the fact that we're all alive at the same time and all of this shit is going on at the same time, and we're able to share this and all the technology and everything. Like, this is a great time to be alive.
Oh yeah. And look, for hockey, I may be a Blackhawks fan, but I am still true to the New York Yankees. And if the Kansas City Royals eliminate the New York Yankees, I wouldn't even be mad. They have the fucking talent. They have the coaching. It wouldn't be surprising to me. It wouldn't. The Royals are set up for success. They have Bobby Witt Jr., they have Vinny Pasquantino. I mean, come on. And Salvador Perez being the talent locator that he is, he knows talent when he fucking sees it. Ooh, what you drinking there?
Blanton's.
Ooh.
Mixed with some juice and some rum.
Ooh, okay.
Give it a little more spice. Got me a little drink too. You seen Trailer Park Boys?
No, I don't think I have.
Wow.
Oh my god! Look, I get enough shit from it for my wife.
Just watch season 8 of Trailer Park Boys. Just season 8. And I promise you will watch every episode.
No, trust me. Like, she showed me the scene of the Sam Squatch.
Oh no. That is but a bitter taste in the fully developed.
Mostly because of the dude with the fucking glasses. That's all she showed me, I promise you. But look, we are staying in college football. And college football needs to respect the fucking military. Because both Navy and Army are undefeated, yet they are not in the top 25 rankings. What?
Okay,
Army has...
Hold on.
Shut up!
Not so fast. Okay, I will say this. I will give them their due versus a lot of good teams. But if they were to play anybody that is in the top 10, it would be bad.
Oh, it would be. Look, I'm not saying put him in the top 10. At least put him in the top bottom of the top 25 rankings.
You have to beat somebody to be somebody.
No.
Shut up. The wife keeps popping in. She's like, no.
You got to beat the man to be the man.
Okay? Oh, come on. Even Army and Navy would beat Indiana and Illinois. Even UNLV.
Listen. See. The UNLV, I don't know. That is a good football team on both sides of the ball.
Their quarterback literally walked out because he didn't get the payday he was going to think he got.
They were a good team. Okay, they were a good team. So, again, it's one of those things where it's competition matters, and when you start to get up there with some of the heavyweights, like, you understand that their facility is the size of damn near the whole college of the other school. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Like when you have meal prep training, you have weight lift, like everything is specified for you versus colleges that they got one guy that cooks food for the team. You know what I mean?
Well, look, I will say
He's making 5 things is what he's making every day. He's making 5 different damn things.
Well,
And
look,
pretty much
I will
the
say
same
this:
shit on a
Memphis
regular basis.
Florida State into Tallahassee and beats the Seminoles, and then on top of that, they go into Navy and lose to Navy. Yes, it was a shootout, but Navy practically ran the goddamn ball down their throats. Army and Navy have over 1,000 rushing yards, and their quarterbacks alone make up for half of those.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I did call it. What the last 2 weeks, I said the same thing. Navy was a top 25 offense, and it right now, as far as college ranks go, like they're a great offensive team. Their defense is right on the cusp, and it's all about who you play.
Yeah.
And right now, yes, they look really good, but the next 5 weeks is really going to be the telltale sign is whether they're actually going to get looked at or not. Now, if they continue to play and maybe lose one game, maybe they go to a bowl.
They might. I know for a fact that the game that both Army and Navy are going to lose to is Notre Dame. It's not even close.
See, and that's the funny thing, because I was going to say Notre Dame is going to be the game that separates these teams, because it's one of the best games that they're going to play, one of the best teams they're going to play. Okay, and guess what? I'm going to take Navy over Notre Dame. Army, I'm not taking over Notre Dame. I'm not. I like them. I like them a lot, but
look,
Navy's offense is what makes me love them so much.
I was going to say, look, I will easily give you that. The fact that Northern Illinois was paid $1.4 million to go into South Bend and play Notre Dame, and they upset Notre Dame. Anything is possible right now.
I mean, listen. Any given Sunday, well, guess what? Anything can happen Saturday too.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, look,
right now, Saturday dictates what happens on Sunday.
I was going to say, right now, the quarterbacks, Bryson Daly of Army, if he goes off in Army's next game, this is rushing yards. If he goes off, this dude is literally within shouting distance of Ashton Genty of Boise State. The same thing could be said for Blake Horvath. I really hope I said that right. I even looked at it like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? But, I mean, look, the thing is, Army and Navy should be in the top or the bottom portion of the top 25 rankings. Shut up! Even the wife disagrees with me.
Again, you got to beat somebody to be somebody. Like, and I know it sucks. And again, they both look really good.
Look at some of the schedules of these ranked teams. Who are they even playing?
I completely understand. But again, when you're winning 57-0, 72-3, 66 points versus fucking 10 points.
Hey, a win is a win.
No, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. It's not just by that they're winning and that they're a big school. It's they're winning by a lot, and they're kicking the shit out of schools that might and could have a chance. But again, let's be honest, competition matters. And again, when your gym facility is the size of an entire college, what are you going to do?
No, that's true. Look, I will say this. The one thing I am really looking forward to, regardless of the outcome for both Army and Navy, is the Army-Navy game. That is going to be one to watch. It's been the last few times that I've watched it has been nothing but rushing. But because both Army and Navy have got quarterbacks with 450 plus rushing yards, oh, it's going to be a game to watch. Especially even if they have one or two losses on their record. Oh, I can't wait. Go Navy! Beat Army, baby! Hey, look, I may be in the Army, but my stomping grounds remain loyal to the fucking Navy, baby. It's not even close. All right, so we got some predictions that we need to make. We are going to take our final commercial break. We will see you in less than a minute.
Yum, yum, get you some. Jalapeno cornbread. Check it out. Spicy.
Ooh, woo! Man, I made some chicken Caesar salad last night, and I had some diced chicken with Dano's taco seasoning and fucking chef's kiss. I tell you what. But we are in the final portion of our show where we make some predictions for both college football and the NFL. First game up on college football Saturday, we got UCLA going into number 7 Penn State.
Penn State.
Easily. It's not even close. So we actually talked about this last night on College Sport Villains.
I went through ESPN through most of the week, and I read every single stat breakdown, all the different ways they were going. I read the stats on who had the most passing yards, touchdowns, all that stuff. So listen, you just name the team. And,
Okay.
and like 90% of the teams, I went through the schedule off of ESPN and got all the stats. And, so you name the team, I'm going to tell you.
All right, so we got number 9 Missouri going into Kyle Field College Station, Texas, to take on number 25 Texas A&M.
Andrew, I think I'm wrong. I think I was wrong. Like Missouri's defense, it did look good at certain times, but I think I need to flip on that. I think I need to take Texas A&M.
Ooh,
and I think I might be wrong there because I took Missouri, but I mean it's just one of them things where this is going to be one of the games that is going to be really good for a portion. But I think by the third quarter, somebody's going to be a winner. I think it might be a little back and forth, or it's going to be slow in the beginning, but then in the third quarter, somebody's going to take the lead.
For sure.
They're going to finish with it. But yeah, I hate to do this, but I think I might flip. I think I might flip for Texas A&M.
All right. So next game up, we got the 4-1 SMU Mustangs going into Louisville, Kentucky, to take on 22nd ranked Louisville.
I looked at some of the stats. I read some of the stuff. You know what? Give me SMU for the upset.
You know what? I will take SMU as well. I really think they can pull it off.
Yeah, look at their win and loss record. Look at the points they put up per game. I mean, again, I know this is a step up in competition, but look, I think they could do it. I think they could do it. And even if they don't, if it's close,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's still got to feel almost as good as a win, because
for sure.
when you're playing up to competition, it matters.
Easily. All right. Next game, we got Purdue going into Madison, Wisconsin to take on the Badgers.
Give me Rutgers.
I honestly gonna take
Hold on, you said that was the Rutgers game, right?
No, Purdue versus Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin
Yeah.
all day. Give me Wisconsin. Purdue.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna get their asses whipped.
Oh yeah. Now this team,
I would love to see Purdue put up like 13 to 14 points. Like, that would
I
be
agree.
nice, but I think that's about all they can do to that team.
No, I agree. All right, so next game up, we got University of Massachusetts going into DeKalb, Illinois, of a team that spent a week in the top 25 rankings, Northern Illinois Huskies.
Give me Illinois.
Yeah, give me Illinois as well.
Again, I think competition matters, players matter, and I mean, they just have a better team.
They really do. I mean, even their quarterback, like during the game against Notre Dame, they showed like a, I want to say, back cave of the quarterback that Northern Illinois had. And he was like, no, this is my study room area. My girlfriend is also going to help me. And Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame. So, yeah, I'm taking the Huskies as well. But next game up, we got Boston College at Charlottesville, Virginia to take on the Cavaliers.
All right. You said what? The Cavalier? Oh, Virginia. Sorry, I'm trying to
All good.
I'm trying to
take your time. Hey, take your time.
Oh, Boston College. Okay. You know what? Give me Boston College.
Ooh, really? Okay. All right. Yeah, I might rock with Boston College as well. But these next two games are really going to determine whether these teams get into the top 25 rankings, the bottom portion. We got unranked, undefeated Navy going into the United States Air Force Academy of Colorado to take on the Air Force. And man, did those uniforms look hard.
What is the Navy's slogan?
Hoo-yah, Navy!
Hoo-yah, Navy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hoo-yah, Navy! Let's go, baby! Next game, we got the Army going into Tulsa, Oklahoma to take on the University of Tulsa.
I mean, look, Army's going to put up points. Army's got a good defense. I mean, I don't think they're going to win it by, you know what I mean, like unanimous. But again, I think Army wins this game.
All right, fair enough.
By unanimous, I mean, like, I don't think they're going to win by, 20, 30 points. I think they might win by 10 or something, but I'll take Army.
All right, fair enough. All right, so we got unranked Tulane going into Birmingham, Alabama to take on UAB.
Tulane. I'm going to take Tulane. I'm going to take the bigger school.
Fair enough.
Ain't did much of shit this year.
No, that's fair. All right, next game up, we got unranked Iowa going into the Horseshoe of Columbus, Ohio to take on third-ranked Ohio State.
Ohio State. It's not that's slowly becoming the college that I'm riding with.
Oh yeah, especially in
You're welcome, John. Shout out to John.
All right. So we got next game up. We got Auburn. Oh God, this shouldn't even be close. We got Auburn going into Athens, Georgia, to take on number 5 Georgia, who just is coming off a loss to Alabama.
Oh, Georgia is going to murder.
Yeah.
Like Georgia's going to put up probably at least 35 to 40 points.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put up 60 plus in the first half.
I mean, I'm not going to go that crazy. I mean, but no, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Georgia should put up probably 40 points on them.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
again, like you said, Auburn is a bad team. It's just a bad team. Like they have talent,
their loss to Cal says really speaks how their season is going to go.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, so we got a very interesting game coming up. We got number 12 ranked Ole Miss, who lost to Kentucky of all teams, going into Columbia, South Carolina to take on the Gamecocks.
Play that Sandstorm video.
Ooh, okay, I see you.
Listen. Look, I'm going South Carolina. I'm going South Carolina.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Again, I called it. I called it with the thing that my picks that I sent into the group. I know I wasn't on the show last night, but unfortunately, I had other things to handle. But yeah,
hey,
no,
it's
I'm
all
thinking
good.
South Carolina. I'm thinking South Carolina. Give me the Sandstorm.
Okay.
They're playing at home. They played tough with LSU, and I'm sorry. I still think LSU is better than Ole Miss. But yeah, no, I'm thinking South Carolina.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I think Ole Miss is actually better than LSU. Why? Because it's either Chip or Brian Kelly that is the head coach of LSU.
See, I'm not biased. I don't have that BS bullshit, that the tag along, because I don't know the coaches. I don't care about the coaches. I see what I all I see is football. That's all I see. I don't know enough about college to sit here and get into the coaches and all that. I see what I see. As from what I see, his team does a lot of things that they do well. When you have players set up for success, and I've seen him. Like, yeah, I mean, he is this the greatest season? No, but are they winning? Yeah,
that's true.
They're winning now. Again, Ole Miss. Again, you're talking about South Carolina coming off of that loss, right? Now, they're coming off the bye. They're coming off the bye. They're ready. They're hungry. They're playing at home. I'm telling you, like, bro, if there's this is upset. It's an 8.5 point game. It's an 8.5 point game, and
that it is.
Visitors, listen. I'm telling you right now, everybody's going to bet on Ole Miss, and they're going to lose their money.
Ooh, okay. A bold, big, spicy take. I fucking love it. So, next game up, we got number 23rd ranked Indiana, who is undefeated right now and was projected to finish last in the Big Ten, going into Evanston, Illinois to take on the Northwestern Wildcats.
I feel like this might be a trap game, but I really like Indiana on this one.
Yeah, I'll take Indiana as well. I ain't even gonna lie. All right. So this was one of the games that was discussed and we talked about in the group chat. We got the Rutgers Scarlet Knights going into Lincoln, Nebraska to take on the Cornhuskers.
You said what teams?
Rutgers going into Nebraska to take on the Cornhuskers.
Yeah, so Yep, I took Rutgers.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna take Rutgers as well.
So I mean, they just again, I look at a lot of things from the stats point of view, and being stats, I look at points per game that you put up. I also look up points per game the defense gives up, and I sit there and I average them out, and it's just like if one team is just much more dominant in both areas as far as if they beat them in points, points scored, and they beat them in points given up. I mean, they have less points given up. That's a lot of times how I judge it.
Yeah.
And
True.
Rutgers just looks like a better team to me.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. All right. So after Rutgers, we got numero uno, Alabama. Roll Tide, roll, going into Nashville, Tennessee to take on the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Roll Tide.
Exactly. It's not even close. All right. Next game up, we got 15th ranked Clemson going into Tallahassee, Florida to take on the Seminoles. I'm taking Clemson. It's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking Clemson, but I think it might be closer than you think for some reason. I just have a gut feeling that Florida's going to wind up like, you know what? No, fuck it. Let me shut up because Clemson might blow them the fuck out.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
Blow them out. But I don't know. I just feel like this might be a trap game for Clemson, thinking that they're going to run up in here and it's going to be a sweet, easy game. And it's just another check off the list and they're going to fuck up. They're going to fuck up. And I'm not saying they're going to lose the game. I just think it might be closer because of how they approach the game in the first and second quarter. Now,
well, on top of that, they don't have DJ Ukulele under center, too. So, hey, maybe it is closer than we think it's going to be.
But yeah, give me Clemson. I'll take Clemson.
Yeah, easily. All right, so after that, we got Utah State going into Boise, Idaho to take on the 21st ranked Boise State Broncos. You best believe I'm taking the Broncos in this. The fucking Smurf reigns supreme over any college football field.
I'm in complete agreement with you. If they don't win this game by 2 touchdowns, I would be absolutely flabbergasted.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so after that, we got number 4th ranked Tennessee going into Fayetteville, Arkansas to take on the Razorbacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Tennessee. This is just another proven point. Like, if you're the best team in football, you're gonna show it right here, right now.
Easily.
Don't get me wrong. Arkansas is not one of the best teams in the league. Okay, but again, they're a good school. They play good football, and it's going to be a test. If you don't play good football all 4 quarters, you can fuck up and lose this game.
Completely agree. But yeah, Tennessee, I really see them going in there, decimating Arkansas. Look, Arkansas, just go to Walmart and fucking stick with that shit. All right. But next game up, we got 10th ranked Michigan going into Seattle, Washington to take on the Huskies.
Bro, this is a trap game. This is a trap game right here. All right. The spread is 1.5. The spread is 1.5.
Yes, it is.
The money line is minus 120 plus 100. The under over is 41.5 points. The safest thing you can do here is play the over and hope to God Michigan can score at least 2 touchdowns. They score 2 touchdowns, Washington's going to score 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Okay? And then somebody's going to have to kick that field goal. So, I mean, and I'm sure that right there is probably the third quarter. Something it might be another field goal score. Hopefully, it's another field goal score so you can get that motherfucking 40 points.
All right. So are you taking Michigan?
I gotta take Michigan. Michigan.
All right. This will definitely be a good matchup to watch. Why? Because it is taking place at 1930 in Minnesota in October of all places. And let me talk to you. Why? Because number 11th ranked the University of Spoiled Children have never experienced a fucking Midwest type of weather when it comes to both fall and fucking winter. As number 11 University goes into Minneapolis, Minnesota to take on the Golden Gophers, eh?
Shit, what's the record? What's Minnesota's record?
They are 2-3 right now.
Damn. Give me USC.
Ooh, okay. I'm mostly going with Minnesota. I'm like 75-25. 75 Minnesota, just because USC doesn't really experience anything under 60 degrees year round.
Look, as much unless it's snowing and shit, it really don't matter. Unless it's windy and cold as a motherfucker, it really don't matter. Like that's the real shit that interrupts people. Being 50, 55 degrees, it ain't really affecting nobody.
Yeah, but Midwest winter or Midwest fall weather is a hell of a lot different than West Coast type fall weather. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
now
they're gonna play. They're gonna play East Coast teams. They're gonna play, some West Coast teams. They've got a couple games throughout the season. Like I said, I think right now it wouldn't matter. If it was next month, yeah, it would matter. It would matter
for sure.
It would matter in November. But I think right now in October, it's not really gonna matter. They play at 7:33, so it's not like it's a 9:30 game. You know what I mean? And they're gonna play into the night, and it's going to get colder. It's going to get a little crisper out there. No, they're playing at 7:30, bro. So I don't really think the weather does.
No, and honestly,
competition matters. I think USC should win this game by at least a field goal. I do think it might be a closer game, but it's 8.5 point spread. So I mean, again, to the victor goes the spoils, and I'm sorry. I just don't see Minnesota spoiling this one.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like you said,
3 losses, bro.
The weather.
3 losses. It's not going to happen.
Oh, no, for sure. And I'm still going to go with USC. But hey, you never know, because even this season has been crazy. Anyways, though. Next game up, we got Baylor going into Ames, Iowa to take on 16th ranked Iowa State.
Iowa State. I hate the fucking Cyclones. I like the Hawkeyes. When I lived in Iowa, I was a Hawkeye fan. I liked the motherfucking Hawkeyes. I did not like the Cyclones because I lived in Carroll, Iowa, and our enemy was Kemper. And they were Kemper Cyclones. So it was like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that shit. Fuck the Cyclones. Fuck the Cyclones. Fuck Iowa State because of the Cyclones. But in this game, they're going to win. They're going to win.
All right. So another game that was brought up in our group chat, we got University of Central Florida going into Gainesville, Florida to take on the Gators.
I mean, this is a horrible game.
Yeah,
a horrible game.
Yeah,
like
this honestly might be the game that Bill Napier gets fired.
I mean, bro, listen. The under over is 62.5 points. 62.5 points. That means they don't know what the fuck's going to go on, but they're hoping people are hoping it's going to score less.
Yeah,
okay? But. Unfortunately, I think Vegas has got other plans. I think Vegas is going to make this motherfucker a shootout like a sumbitch. And I think the over might be good. But if you put a gun to my head and said you got to choose one of these teams, I'd have to go UCF because fuck Florida. Florida ain't did shit all year. Yep. And You're not going to sit here and tell me what is UCF's record?
They are currently 3-1.
Yeah, give me UCF.
I will take the UCF Knights as well. Final game of the night is a late game, but we got number 8 ranked Miami, the fucking U, baby, going into Berkeley, California to take on the Golden Bears.
What's California's record?
Shit. I actually just closed out of hang on.
You're like, damn it, man.
Nah. California is currently 3-1, and they also beat Auburn. So they beat UC Davis, Auburn, San Diego State, and lost somehow to Florida State.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a nail biter for Miami, but I think Miami wins.
Well, I don't know about a nail biter, but I'm still gonna take Miami in this.
Listen again. Miami really hasn't proved that much to me this season so far.
True, but I mean the way that Cam Ward has been playing, he looks like he's playing in regular speed while everybody else is playing in slow motion. You know.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to disagree with you. Look, everybody is again, it's just what I see as far as analytics and the little bit of homework that I've done. And for me, again, from what I've seen, it's hard for me to say, yeah, I think the Gators are going to win at home when they've been disappointing at home.
Yeah.
And UFC has been just good enough where you look at them and you say,
no, completely agree.
But as far as Miami and California go, like California beat Auburn, and that was good. But again, it makes me come back to that. California is looking decent. They're looking decent.
They are.
Miami has looked suspect in a couple games, and that's what worries me. If California plays very good at home, they're going to give them a run for their money, and that's why I'm saying like this is what's going to build Miami, or this is what's going to break Miami.
You know what? I can get behind that for real
because the whole thing is I can see this being a field goal game.
Yeah.
I can 100% see this being a field goal game. And, you know what I mean? Say Miami is the one that misses, you know what I mean, comes to the end and misses a field goal and winds up losing the game by a field goal. Like that could be a huge difference maker. And now you're taking this team that is number 8 in the country, and now where are you putting them at?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, that's a big fall.
Ooh, is it ever? It's a possible bigger fall than what Oklahoma suffered. So, but we're going to stay on the topic of football. We got some NFL predictions that we need to make. The first game on this coming Sunday, we got the New York Jets facing off against the Minnesota Vikings in London.
Give me the Vikings.
Easily.
All day.
Like I said, we're seeing what Sam Darnold has been capable of when you put the right talent around him.
Yeah.
Anyways, next game up, we got the Carolina Panthers with Andy Dalton under center going into Chicago, Illinois at Soldier Field to take on the Chicago Bears. Yeah, it might be a low-scoring game.
I'm going to take the Panthers.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised as well if the Panthers got the win out of this. But this next game might make or break the season for this team as Baltimore goes into Cincinnati, Ohio to take on the Bengals, who are 1-3.
I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Yeah.
I feel like we just ran the ball. Now
Mhm.
again, we can lose this game by not
Yeah.
running the ball.
Yep. I
And
agree.
it,
I mean, look, the Bengals are off to a 1-3 start right now,
they
and they
don't have
have
a
Joe
defense.
Burrow and Jamar Chase.
They don't have a defense.
Yep.
You have an offense that sputters, that can
Yeah.
go out there and do a 6 minute drive for a touchdown, and then a bunch of times they'll go 3 and out. And it's that's nuts, but at the same time that's they're too inconsistent on offense, and again their defense fucking sucks. So
Mhm.
every game they're gonna have to go out there and score 30 plus points. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're not scoring 30 plus points on the fucking Ravens. Not like it's not gonna happen. The Patrick Mahomes couldn't do it. Like Gardner Minshew, I like that bullshit. Like I don't know what it is about that motherfucker that we can for some reason not stop that son of a bitch. But
Ah,
regardless, okay,
regardless.
we got better with the Cowboys. We got even better against the Bills, and now
Oh my God. Yeah.
we're up and running.
Oh my God. Easily. I mean, look at the score between the Ravens and the Bills. Fucking Baltimore dog walked their asses. Anyways,
Now
next.
don't get me wrong. That first play going for a touchdown, that really is what kicked that off. And of course, if that could happen every game, hey, fuck yeah! But I mean, let's be realistic. It's not. But in the long term, you have to keep running the ball with Derrick Henry. You have to run the ball with Lamar Jackson. You have to have a
Exactly.
running threat behind the line of scrimmage. Then
Oh
you
my
still have to turn around
God.
and you have to make good, accurate throws, which Lamar has done time and
Yeah.
time again. And again, people still don't want to give him credit for it. But
Well, wait, hang on. Derrick Henry isn't exactly what he has been since he left the Titans. But the game against Buffalo showed otherwise.
I mean, bro, he's had now multiple games over 100 scrimmage yards. So I mean, look,
And somehow the Tennessee Titans are going to win the NFC or AFC South.
All right, what next game?
All right, next game we got the Miami Dolphins, who are missing Tua Tagovailoa because he decided to be a dumbass and lead with his head, and of all people, run into fucking Damar Hamlin that put him in concussion protocol. Anyways, though, Miami goes into Foxborough, Massachusetts to take on the New England Patriots. You best believe I'm taking the goddamn Patriots.
I'm actually with you, buddy. I'm taking the Patriots on this one.
Absolutely.
This is gonna be look. What's his name? Ramondre Stevenson,
Mm-hmm.
MVP of this game. He's going to
Ooh.
run the ball, run the ball. He's going to catch the ball, run the ball, run the ball, catch the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, Jacoby Brissett does not need to have 200 passing yards for them to win. He does not. He like on third downs, if it's third and long, yeah, he needs to make a good, accurate throw to move the chains. But other than that, hand the ball, hand the ball, hand the ball. Let Stevenson run the ball, run the. I mean, and you know this defense is going to be good. Okay,
Easily.
The coaching is back on Patriots level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mayo is a good coach. Mayo is going to continue to get better. They're going to continue to draft better players, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see in the next 2 or 3 years the Patriots back in the playoff picture.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, hey, they have Drake May, they have Joe Milton from Tennessee, who looked really good during the preseason right now.
No, I listen. I have no faith in any quarterback in that quarterback room. I'm sorry. That's just me personally. From what I've seen and from what the stats show, like yes, you can have a good game, but can you be consistent? And that's the whole thing. Jacoby Brissett,
Yes.
Starting is exactly what shows me that, you know what I mean? Again, these guys need to learn. They need to be more consistent before they can get a starting role. And
Completely agree.
all right, next.
Yeah, now Jacoby Brissett has been known to be one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league, and that's being said with Ryan Fitzpatrick under center. But he will do something for New England that can get the young guys excited. But for now, let's move on to the next game. We got the Cleveland Browns going into Washington to take on the fucking Redskins. I'm taking the Redskins.
Yep, give me the Redskins.
Yep, easily. All right, next game up, we got the Indianapolis Colts going into Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. The winless Jaguars, I should say.
Well, the buck stops here. This is the game that they're going to win. All right. If Trevor Lawrence wants to be respected, this is the game he has to win. It is on him. Like, yes, I understand he doesn't play defense. He doesn't catch the ball. He can't. But when there's times in your career where you say, "Hey, I'm worth my salt,"
yeah,
this is the game. Okay, you have to make good decisions. You have to make accurate throws. You have to do what you need to do to win this game. If you win, if you did seriously though, if Jacksonville loses this game, the shit that's going to happen to this team.
Doug Peterson could very well be fired.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
There's
easily.
There's no question. The amount of talent that they have on that team for them not to have at least 1 or 2 wins by now is all on coaching. It is all on coaching.
Yes, easily, fucking easily. But next game up, we got the Buffalo Bills going into Houston, Texas to take on the goddamn Texans. This might be a very good shootout kind of game, but ultimately I'm going to go with Buffalo.
I'm with you. I'm going to ride that Buffalo train. After what happened in Baltimore, you trust and believe they're going to come out with a vengeance. I would not be surprised to see Josh Allen score a touchdown.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised either.
I think he's going to take this game into his own hands, and he's going to show you why he's Josh Allen. He's going to show you why he's one of the top 3 quarterbacks in this league.
Easily. Now, next game up, we got a matchup of the AFC West. We got the Las Vegas Raiders going into the Mile High City to take on the Denver Broncos, who somehow beat the fucking Jets.
Well, I mean, they got lucky. It was a flash in the pan, and I'm taking the Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders, and I'm not. They could win by 3 points. They could win by 7 points, but regardless, I'm leaning more towards the 7 points. But Las Vegas has it at 3 points, but I think they're wrong. I think the Raiders are going to come in here. Gardner Minshew is going to have a game. Myers, Tucker, Bowers, these guys are going to go off. They're going to have a good game. So
no, it was.
Let's get it. Devontae Adams, no Devontae Adams, whatever, baby. It just win.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Al Davis said it best: "Just win, baby, win." To quote Snoop Dogg. But next game up, we got the Arizona Cardinals, arguably with the hottest connection being Kyler Murray to Marvin Harrison Jr. going into Santa Clara, California to take on the San Francisco 49ers.
Give me Arizona.
Ooh, okay.
That I mean, again, it's a 7-point game, bro. 7-point game, right?
Yes.
Arizona can score. Arizona has put up at least 2 touchdowns in every game. Okay, so they've proven they can score. They went blow for blow with Buffalo. Okay, and
they did.
And again, Harrison Jr.'s the biggest problem is the defense. Okay, can the defense get 2 or 3 more stops than San Francisco? Now, The thing I get with San Francisco is their front line is only going to mean about that much. Okay,
That's true.
Third downs is really all that like that front line is really going to matter on third downs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Third downs, first and second downs, third and short downs, like is going to be really hard for him with James Conner and Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray has been getting the ball out quick. That's why
he has. It's nice to see that he's actually getting the ball out instead of playing Call of fucking Duty.
Yeah, so I said it before the season started. I said, look, I think they're my dark horse team. I think they're going to be a lot better. Now, do they make the playoffs? Probably not because of their division. But are they going to be a team that gets more than 5 wins? I think so.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I think this is a crap game.
But we are still going to stick to the NFC West. We got Green Bay going into Inglewood, California to take on the LA Rams. I'm going to take Green Bay. Why? Because the fucking Rams are too injured right now, and they don't have Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm taking the Packers. I'm going to take the Packers by 7. Vegas has it at 3 points, but again, the Rams just don't have the offensive horsepower, and losing Donald definitely left a big hole in the middle of their defensive line. Are they still a good team? Yes, they're still a good team. They they will beat you if you do not come to play. But are they going to beat the Packers with all the talent that they have on offense and the talent that they have on defense? I look for Rashad Gary to have a great day.
Oh yeah, easily. Again, we're still staying in the NFC West. Somehow, this team revitalized Geno Smith's career as the New York Giants go into Seattle to take on the Seahawks. I'm a Giants fan, but I'm going with Seattle on this one.
I'm gonna take the Giants.
Ooh, okay.
Listen, it's a 6.5 point spread. The Seahawks have played a really good game, and I think they're going to come in here and I think they're going to be like, oh yeah, we're just going to go ahead and kill the Giants. But guess what? The Giants are going to come in and dude, I feel like between Napers and Napers is healthy, correct?
No, I think he's ruled out because of concussion protocol.
Seahawks, baby, Seahawks.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so for Sunday night, we got Dallas going into Pittsburgh. This is easily a must-win game for Dallas if they want to stay in the NFC playoff picture. But right now, I got Pittsburgh.
I got Cowboys.
All right. All right, so for Monday night, we got the New Orleans Saints going into Kansas City to take on the Chiefs.
I mean, Chiefs.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too surprising. Wouldn't be too surprising at all. But that is everything that we have needed to talk about. Big Mac, I want to thank you again for being able to come on and discuss everything that has been needed to talk about. Like I said, Saturday is about to be super fucking stacked, and it's not going to want to be missed.
I'm like, bro, legitimately, like, I'm ready to go to sleep.
Hey, it is what it is. Thank you for coming on. Enjoy the rest of your night and best get some sleep, man.
Peace.
Peace out. All right. So, like I said, we got a stacked card for Saturday. We got college football. We got the divisional series for baseball. We got UFC 307. And on top of that, we got WWE Bad Blood. Oh my God. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm easily going to be talking about it the next time that I come onto the show. Man, I will see y'all next week. Peace out.